Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Saturday, the 30th of September 2023. Today was match day, and it was bloody awful, wasn't it? We were second best in defence, we were second best in field, we were second best up front. We got absolutely torn apart. We had little to produce up front. It was really bad. Really bad. So let's get to the match report from millfc.co.uk, their club's official website. Mill suffer Swansea home defeat. Indeed, suffering. Millwall were beaten 3-0 by Swansea City in the Sky Bet Championship at the Den on Saturday afternoon. Jamal Lowe's penalty kick opened the scoring in South London before Matt Grimes and Mikolo Kukurevich's second half efforts sealed all 3 points for the visitors. Gary Rowett made one change to his starting 11 for the visit at Swansea as Kevin Nisbet returned from a knock to replace Tom Bradshaw, who missed out through injury. George Honeyman, meanwhile, also returned from injury to take a place on the substitute bench. The first chance of the game went Millwall's way on 10 minutes, but after Alan Campbell crossed, Nisbet headed wide. A high-tempo period from the Lions followed as Brook Norton's Duffy's cross was nodded down by Nisbet into the path of Campbell, whose shot was blocked before the Scot rose highest and nod wide as the ball was delivered back into the penalty area. Nisbet and Duncan Watmore then combined. The latter was denied by the save of Carl Rushworth, with the Swans' first attempt coming on 18 minutes of a wild run from Bashir Humphreys. 4 minutes later, however, the visitors were awarded a spot kick after Jake Cooper was judged to have pulled the shirt of Jerry Yates. Lowe stepping up to send Bartosz Białkowski the wrong way and opened the scoring. The Lions could have hit straight back, but Nisbet crashed wide, with Białkowski then having to claw a low lob out of the sky as the Swans looked to hit Mill on the break and claim a second. A short corner routine didn't pay off the Lions as the half-hour mark came and went, and despite further attacking play from Millwall in the remainder of the first half, they went in behind at the half-time break. Rowett made a double substitution at half-time. Oh, so he didn't wait till the 65th minute this time. Swapping Norton Cuffy and Ryan Longman for Romain Esse and Joe Bryan, with the former straight into action as he attempted to part the Swansea defence. Ryan Lender's shot was blocked on 50 minutes as the Lions began to advance once more, with Bryan's cross then palmed into an empty space by Rushworth, only for the goalkeeper to grab the ball at the second attempt. Esse and Watmore then combined to set up Zion Flynn for a first-time effort, which he skewed over the crossbar. And that was to prove pivotal, as on 57 minutes, Grimes' strike from outside the area squirmed under the grass with Białkowski into the net for 0-2. Esse took a tumble but was denied a penalty on the hour before Watmore's strike from close range was stopped by Rushworth. Idomu Maku was then thrown on with 20 minutes to play. It was the substitute's endeavour which won a throw-in that led to a Mill chance in 75 minutes, but Leonard's spinning half volley was tipped over. Nisbet had two bites of the cherry, one from mere yards out as the line somehow didn't register on the score sheet, but Swansea once again, with 11 minutes to play, as Kukurevic headed home at the back post. 8 minutes of stoppage time were added, but Mill could not test Rushworth further as they slipped to a third home league defeat of the campaign. Well, it doesn't sound that bad, eh? Only the third one. Oh, we've played like 4. Was it 4 or 5? Well, we played. We played Bristol City. Played Rotherham. Who else did we play? Stoke. That home or away? We played about 4 or 5. We played Leeds. Obviously, we played them now, and we've lost 3 of them. The team was Białkowski, Leonard, Cooper, Wallace, Norton, Cuffy, Denore, Campbell, Longman, Fleming, Watmore, Nisbet. The subs were at half-time Esse on Norton Cuffy, Bryan on for Longman, who what was Bryan doing for that second goal? Basically gave them, rolled out the red carpet and let them score. I mean, what the fuck was that? What's the point of bringing defenders in who can't defend? On 80 minutes, McNamara for Wallace and Saville on Fleming. The unused substitutes were Truman, Mitchell, Honeyman, and Harding. Yeah, 14,803 people there to watch that shit. Highest season tickets sold in the history at the New Den. And we're getting served up shit and shit week after week after week. So let's have a go. What are we going to hear this week? This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk, South London Press's online website. Millwall boss Gary Rowett troubled by inconsistent energy levels shown by his players this season. Millwall manager Gary Rowett has described his side as inconsistent in terms of both their performances and effort in matches after today's 3-0 to Swansea City. Sections of the line support directed critical chants at the long-serving boss in the second half of today's championship loss. Swansea had endured a difficult start to the campaign before winning last time out against Sheffield Wednesday, but made it back-to-back league victories today. Millwall had 22 efforts with 5 on target. 22 efforts and 5 on. That's not even a quarter, is it? Just under a quarter. Goals change moods, goals change feelings in the stadium, and goals change players' confidence levels, said Rat. They shouldn't do, but that's just how the name of the game is sometimes. We started too passively and allowed Swansea to move the ball. They move it well, and Grimes is as good as any midfielder on the ball. Every time you go and press, he just plays it around you. It gave us a little bit of a problem, but at 0-0 you have to sometimes ride those little moments. The first goal was a really poor penalty to give away from where the ball was and the situation we were in. We responded quite well to that, and we got in some good areas without having the clinical edge to us. We just didn't have that clinical edge when we did get those chances. I think the best chance we had was Nisbet. He was literally 3 yards out, and he kicked it straight in the goalkeeper's head. We changed formation a couple of times, and even at 1-0, I felt if we went on and got the next goal, then the game would turn and would change. And we conceded a pretty poor second goal, and then from there, I didn't really like the way we responded. Well, of course. We can't score. We can't score. The players know we can't score because the formation's shit. It's not an attacking formation. So they know we have to keep a clean sheet if we're going to win a game. Because if we don't keep a clean sheet, if we concede 1 goal, it's a uphill battle for us to get that 1 goal to equalise. Let alone get 2 to win. So as soon as they go 2-0 down, they know we're fucked. They know we're fucking fucked. How are we going to score 3 goals? How are we even going to score 2? With 7 fucking defenders on the pitch. We've had a habit of conceding goals and showing our frustration rather than fighting until the last second of the game. We had some big moments, Nizzy and Dunk, but without the goal, it gives you nothing to chase. With a little lift in the moody atmosphere to get the players on the front foot. The third goal summed it up. We gave the ball away. They ended up crossing the ball, and the lad is free, and he heads it in. There were certainly 3 very poor goals for us to concede. We started 5-3-2. Here we go. We started 5-3-2, which worked quite well against Rotherham and West Brom. We changed very early on to 4-3-3, and then we went to 4-3-2-1. We tried everything today. That's usually. That's not something like he doesn't understand. Like, we're digging out the formation, and he's, oh no, we changed the formation. Yeah, but he didn't set up that way. He didn't set up that way. So you're asking the players to change on the fly when we're 2-0 down. Ultimately, we need a more consistent feel to the team in terms of the performance, not so much team selection. We've been too inconsistent so far, not just in quality but in effort. That's probably the one that has disappointed me the most. Like the Norwich game, I didn't think we were competitive enough off the ball. It's sometimes something that's been a hallmark of our performances for a long time. So I certainly don't want that to creep in be the norm for us, because we can't afford to do that. I asked how he cuts that aspect out. Rowett said, the players have to do that themselves. There's a responsibility when you're out on the pitch. If you're a senior player, You've got to step up and lead, drive the standards. I'll take responsibility for performances. I also do. I'm the manager. I don't think I've ever shied away from that. But we also want to see some of the players step up, show more of an edge to us. I don't think it's something they consciously take out on the pitch. It's something that seeps into our performance, and we need to do that better. So Gary Rowett again, once again, pointing the fingers at players. Even though he's literally bragging, he's begging. It's look, I changed the formation. I changed it 3 or 4 times. That it's the players. If you're changing the formation 3 times in a match, you clearly don't know what the fuck you're doing. You fucked up. Don't point the finger at the players. Here's an idea. Why don't you ask the players how they want to play? And then maybe set that up. Because there's 21 of them and there's 1 of you. So fucking play how they want to fucking play. We've also got this from Southern News. I think it's basically the same thing. I haven't gone through it yet. I think it's probably the same quotes. Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. So obviously we're gonna pretty short and sweet. I think after a game like that today, I don't think anyone wants to stick around and write more stuff. They just want to get the fuck out, go home, and get on with their fucking lives. That was just so bad. What do you do? What do you do? What can you do? The fans are making the effort. Record season ticket sales, record this, that, money being put in by the fans. And you've got the guy pointing the finger at the players, and he's bragging about he changing the formation 3 times in a game. Well, hello. Do you think that's a good thing to do? You think that's a good thing to do? It's clearly not right. Because otherwise, why would you change the formation 3 times in a fucking match? And of course, the players are going to get fucking. As soon as a goal goes in, they're going to get fucking despondent. Because they know we can't score. We're struggling to score 1 goal. What have our wins been this season? Been 1-0 wins, isn't it? 2 1-0 wins. That's all we've had. If we don't keep a clean sheet, we're fucked. We haven't even. We got a 0-0 draw. This 0-0. That's the only draw we had. Yeah, it's just shit again, isn't it? And everyone was like, "Oh, we beat Rotherham 3-0. Rotherham was shit." And we're just a step up from them. So hopefully, I don't know what it feels like the club, well, not the club, the team, first team squad is it's like a ship that's lost its power. It's what they call it, gone adrift, cut adrift, and no one's steering the ship because there's no power, there's no rudders, you can't do fuck all. So we're getting bashed around by the waves. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Like there's rocks there, and sometimes we nearly get thrown on the rocks, like today. And then sometimes the waves blow us away from the rocks. The rocks being like relegation. Like the Rotherham game, the waves blew us away from the rocks. That's the Rotherham game. The waves were good for us. But we're not controlling shit. It's just random fucking luck. There's no plan, which then get actioned, and then achieves results. It's just, let's go through the motions. Let's do what we do. It worked today. It didn't work. It didn't work today. We lost 3-0 again. How many times have we conceded 3 goals this season? Hey, And not only that, but it's a busy week this week, isn't it? We've got Plymouth, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Tuesday, isn't it? So we've got Plymouth on Tuesday, away, which actually, for some reason, I think our away form better than our home form. So if you're travelling to that, you might be in decent fucking performance for once. It's just these record season ticket holders' sales that are just getting fucked up week in, week out. And then what is it, Hull next week? Oh, so yeah, what is happening? What is happening? Who's to blame? Is it Gary Rowett? Is it the players? What's happening here? What is happening? Don't know. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.